Hello gamers and welcome back. I'm Rob, of course, or Warshack if you want to call me by my in-game name, and we're going to be continuing on with playing some ladder. I believe we're going to knock out some of that sweet N'Zoth Paladin the second my game decides it wants to load here. Alright, so N'Zoth Paladin, we're rank 14, and we haven't made any changes to the deck yet, as I, of course, need to test it a little bit more and kind of feel out what works and what doesn't work. I really want to try to run the double Harvest Golem because I feel like that's a very strong turn 3 play at the moment, along with if Harvest Golem comes out of Barnes. It's just another really good target. But besides that, a Justicar is also another option we may put in the deck depending on how many control classes we go against. A lot of control warrior recently, a lot of priest and a lot of control warrior is what I've been seeing. Also a good amount of mage, but I've seen a lot of priest and a lot more warrior surprisingly, now that shamans and hunters have definitely taken kind of a hit to that nerf, so we'll see. Solid starting hand. The Swamp Ooze is really just a 3-2 in this matchup, unless he plays Medivh. The Elise I don't think is ever going to come into really good play. The Infested Tarn, we can just get better cards. Like Barnes is just a really good turn 4 play, and we can leave it at that. We could coin into like an Infested on 3, but there's just better cards in the deck. Go for those sweet Doomsayers, True Silver Champions, draw mechanics. This is all good. So Acolyte of Pain for draw. Aldor's just, you know, against Mage, he'll probably be thrown down on an Azure Drake or something, but I definitely rather have a hand like this than just a whole bunch of 4-drop creatures. Sorcerer's Apprentice, no real way to get rid of that. I mean, we could coin into the Peacekeeper, then it just gets Frost Bolted, and we've used coin, so I think we're just going to hero power and do nothing. We can coin into the True Silver next turn, or into Barnes. We'll see what happens. Makes the trade, okay. Throws out the Flame. So I feel like a coin into True Silver to kill the Flame is kind of our best bet right now. Or we could go ahead and just kill the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I mean, how many spells could he possibly play? Like an Arcane Intellect into like maybe a 2-drop creature next turn. But if we leave this up, we're going to take a lot of damage. But how much damage can we really take? If he makes Mirror Entities, that's just bad. And we have or Mirror Images. And then we really have no way to get through. So I guess we'll True Silver Champion and just kill the Flame Waker. If I wasn't scared of entities or images, I would probably kill the Apprentice. But because we're scared of that, we don't have a Consecration in hand or Equality or anything. We got to play around that. Another Flame Waker, okay. So he's just dropping what he's got, man. So we know this is going to go into here for sure. If we play Barnes, it's just going to get attacked by the 3-1 and then pinged. We could go with a little bit different play with the Alkalite, but I think the Barnes is just the strongest play. We also go with the Harvest Golem, but it's basically the same thing. So we'll just go with Barnes. It's a little bit stronger. It feels bad playing it when he already has a 3-1 out, but either way. Pulled out one of the worst cards, and well, there's a lot of bad targets like the Ivory Knight. Swamp Ooze is bad, but there's a lot of really good targets too. We have never been able to whip out the good targets yet. I really don't think you can watch someone play this game and it's get as unfortunate as me, like consecutively. Like it just seems like we just get the short end of the stick so much in this game. I mean, he did have 8 damage and we had 5 damage on board, so it was kind of 50-50, but the fact that every single missile hit this guy, I mean, that's pretty fucking impressive. This card has just continued to live. We've taken like so much damage from that. We might have to Tarn just to throw down a taunt, hero power, and kill Mana Worm. I mean, or we can kill the Apprentice. Or we just play the Ivory Knight heal, but then we still have to deal with shit. We have no 2-drops. I think we're gonna go ahead and kill the Sorcerer's Apprentice. I feel like a tome would be really bad because then it would cost 4 and then it's just a lot of value. He'll get like anywhere between 2 to 3 mana. As for like Mana Worm, what is he gonna cast like 2 spells? He's still gonna have to get through the Infested, and even if he gets through the Infested, he's still gonna have to It's only going to be buffed, you know, once or twice, which would be the same damage from the Sorcerer's Apprentice either way. Okay, so he goes for the value-oriented play. Consecration was by far, like, that was definitely a very sick top deck from us. So from here, we can go ahead and Vigil for 3, or we can kind of develop board. Alkalite is okay, because we have the heal coming in next turn with the Ivory Knight, so I really don't mind going for the Alkalite just to see if we can heal a little, or to draw a little bit, because the faster we can draw into some of our heal, the better. This gives us 2 draws, but this actually puts a creature on board, so that we played Rag. It's really good for us, because maybe it'll hit the Alkalite. Please hit the Alkalite. Jeez, man. Losing at rank 14 is insane. So if we go with the Ivory Knight, we're like basing it off if he has Frostbolt Ping, he wins. If we, like, I guess we could start off with Aldor and then swing, but then we're giving up on so much. So it's build the field up. We'd play like Ivory Knight, Loot Hoarder, and if it goes face, we lose. Or we just go Sylvanas, Loot Hoarder, attack face, and then hopefully he doesn't have Frostbolt Ping. I don't know. I feel like there's a higher chance of him having like a Frostbolt Ping, so we're gonna go with this line of play. We're just gonna heal for the max. So we're just gonna hope that Rag doesn't hit face. He hasn't played any fireballs and he hasn't played any frostbolts yet, so it's very scary. Looks like he didn't have the damage there. So maybe we can draw into a Tyrion, one of our heals, Rag the Light Lord, Equality, all of which will help us stabilize. Doomsayer, because Doomsayer, if Rag doesn't hit it, it'll pop. Alright, so Rag going face is still not lethal. Equality's good here. So Rag hit 1-3, Rag's hit 4-4, that's fine. Rag the Light Lord is good, but unfortunately we can't play these two in the same turn. So it looks like it'll be... Yeah, so the Rag needs to die, right? So we have to Equality. Or we could do this a little bit differently. We can attack into this, play Sylvanas, which is extremely greedy. So it's like attack into the Blood Mage, play Sylvanas, and play Harvest Golem. Or it's Equality, attack into Rag. He has 4-5 damage out, and then we'd have, what, 7 mana? So we'd probably Sylvanas. I think we have to go with the greedy play. We don't have enough HP. I think we're gonna go with the Peacekeeper to reduce this guy. I mean, if he has damage from the hand, then we would have lost anyway. But the Sylvanas out really helps us if it takes the Rag, or just he puts. Oh my God, double Tome. Tome created Tome. Holy shit. You know he's gonna get at least one secret out of that shit. Rag hits Sylvanas. Rag goes face. There's so many things, dude. So many guys. Holy shit. It's so tilting. Is that the guy we just played? I'll add him just to see what he wants. Like, what the fuck, man? We buy a very expensive laptop that hopefully can fucking play Hearthstone, and it literally freezes half the time every game starts. Where the fuck did this pleb go? What was his name? Felix? He added a minute ago. And now he's just gone. He's just he was here, and now he's just forever gone. There he is. Rogue. I really don't like any of this. I mean, Tarn's okay, but True Silver's better. Pretty bad. pretty bad. What a weird hand. What a very weird hand. Hey man, how you? Was it not the recent opponent? Was it? I didn't even look at the recent opponent list. It might have just been someone else. No, we played against Hindsight. My bad. Should have just looked at that. That was very silly of me. I guess we just go face, right? Because if we attack into the 2/2, he just hero powers and he kills a 1/1 no matter what. So it's just like we put 1 extra damage. Unless he has Fan of Knives, at which both of these just die anyway. We know we're playing Star Seeker on turn 4 no matter what. So killing the 1/1s, killing the 2/2 was never a priority. So there's that trade. So we could go with the... Yeah, there's no other option. Elise is the only play. And it's good that I put my little box in the corner, because when people ask a whole bunch of questions regarding like what legendaries they should and shouldn't craft and what are the best decks, it's like the YouTube channel I think is a good kind of resource, right? Like we just posted a disenchant guide that literally tells you every card that you should and shouldn't disenchant. And then on top of that, you know, every month we post the most popular decks, and that kind of goes with what decks to play. But it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't know if it's just hard to see, or it's like not, you know, YouTube's layout's really bad, or it could be my layout's really bad, but I try to put everything so it's like right in front, and you know, it's really simple, and the categories, you know, like information and tips, that's where the information and tips are. I don't know, guys. But it's good. That's why I kind of put my thing in the bottom left here instead of the top right. So, haven't really revealed what kind of... I mean, the Undercity makes me think it's maybe N'Zoth Rogue, but it also could be, based on what he's played so far, it could be the Tempo Rogue, which is a very interesting class, which I'm actually thinking about playing very soon. So, sapping back the Infested, okay. Which means we can probably play the Sylvanas or the Karen without worry that sap will happen. I think the Karen might be a little bit better because we play the Sylvanas. It's not going to get any value because you can just swing both creatures into it, and it'll just be dead. We can play the Karen on the other hand, and for the most part, live. It would be a cool idea to make a top 10 legendary video. Again, that's a video that we made a series of not too long ago. Not on this channel though, on the other channel, which probably means I should redo those videos on here, but there's no point because the content will literally be exactly the same. So it looks like he's playing a form of Tempo Rogue, or he could just be playing the Miracle Rogue very quickly. We're just getting absolutely smashed, and there's nothing we can do about it. Consecration is something we can do about it. So we know this 6/1 has to die, so we could go... No, the problem is we have to True Silver the 4/4, then swing into the 6/1. This dies, then this gets Divine Shield. We're at 16 health. We could go with the we would swing into this Consecration, which is basically the same thing. This is going to be a 3/1, and then we can go ahead and develop a 3-mana creature, or because 2 creatures have died, and it'll actually be... Yeah, 2 creatures would have died. This will cast 3, so we actually can draw 2 cards. But the True Silver develops a weapon, and we're going to be able to heal from it. So I think that's a little bit better. We're going to go in Hero Power. We know we're killing this, and then we're going to go and kill the 6/1. So the 3/3 with Divine Shield is not as scary as a 6/1 with Divine Shield. Like, we can handle this 3/3. Rag the Light should be able to do a lot. He actually could just have lethal here. He needs 8 damage with 7 mana as a rogue, so I wouldn't be surprised if he has it. Which would mean very sad 2 games back to back. Please don't have a 1-mana spell. Conceal's pretty bad, but we do have the Equality Consecration. The problem with the Equality Consecration is we don't heal. And we still leave a 3/3 on the board. So, and he's gonna draw a lot. We have to Equality Consecration though. There's no way around that. Did this get it out of stealth? No. I'll even go as far as, like, if we attack with face, we heal for 2. So I think that's actually worth it here. So we play the map or do we play the reinforce is the question. I think we reinforce here. The reason being is this 4-1 can die to a weapon, but this 3-1 we still need something to contest it. Fan of Knives was the weakest point there, but Fan of Knives gives us a little bit more time for some heals with the rag, because he's obviously not casting spells to go face, unless he just has doubly this, which would be exact lethal. Okay. I've either gotten really bad at this game through not playing, or we're just getting extremely fucking unlucky. Like, holy shit. This is insane. We're going in with a control warrior. Actually, oh fuck, it's already in there. Anyway. Normally I like to play a whole deck through the series, but I'm getting tired of losing, so... Control warrior, here we go. If we lose with the control warrior, boys, we're done. I actually don't even know. I've changed the control warrior a little bit to kind of some new cards. Well, not new cards, but I haven't played it with double Iron Forge that much. There's also a couple other cards that I had, I think, put in. I think 2 in total. Warlock. I don't really like anything against the Warlock. The Brave is okay, but we don't have coin. Bash, Execute, Revenge. That 2-mana Execute, though. So I guess the title of this will be N'Zoth Paladin / Control Warrior, rank 14, but it's really not rank 14 because we're rank 15 now. But we started at 14, so. Zoo, maybe? Not really sure what this guy's rocking. I just normally don't like playing the really heavy control decks that take a significant amount of time until we at least get to lower ranks. We're talking like rank 5. Playing Control Warrior 15 feels like... it just feels so bad. Like, it's a fun deck and I enjoy playing it, but the games are just much longer than playing maybe a Tempo Mage or some form of Druid deck. As some may look at Revenge. If he plays like another 1 HP creature, Revenge looks pretty good. Alright. Holy guys. What the fuck is going on? Like, is this just ladder now? Like, I thought the nerf was gonna help break down some of these really, really good decks. But all I see here is us just getting absolutely smashed. Like, granted, we can bash the 3/3 and then, you know, maybe do... I don't fucking know. I almost want to allow him to build up a good board so a Revenge can actually proc. So, like, playing the Alkalite just to brawl. Just playing the Alkalite just to get the draw from it. And, but we're at 31. So how much damage? He would have 5, 6, 7. Let's say he does 8 next turn, putting us at 21. The following turn, let's say he does 14, which puts us at 21, which would put at... So we have 2 turns. And then he definitely runs Doomguard, but he wouldn't play that in 2 turns. He'd play that on 5. I just feel Bash is just not good. I think we just pain. Like, that has Death Rattle. That'll never die. This has Divine Shield. Can't kill that. This allows him to draw a card, and this card was free. Like, you just can't get any more value than that. So it looks like we can go, like, Revenge Ravaging if we really wanted to. So Revenge, Ravaging, Bashing, Knife Juggler. How much damage does he have? He has 3, 4, 5, 8, 11. We're at 23. If we Hero Power, we're at 25. With 11, that's 14. I don't even think we Hero Power. Because if we bash, then we're taking too much damage off the board. So we may want to just bash the 3/3, but then we're just taking too much damage and the Revenge won't proc. So I guess we just armor up and we pretend... I don't fucking know. We might be overthinking it. Maybe we should have just bashed on turn 3 and just tried to stop the board. But I don't think he's going to play around revenge. Like, I think he's just going to fucking go balls deep here. He's going to put us at like 11 or 12. And then we're just going to clear the board and he's going to lose. Because the rebuild with Warlock after they've already thrown up on the board is... It's semi-easy in the later stages if you're looking just to push, like... Puts us at exactly 13. This god among men. How does he know? So he could go next level plays, bash our face, and just revenge board. Kills everything besides the 1/1. And it's going to put us at 13. No, because bashing our face. Oh, how does this work? Deal 3 damage, gain 3 armor. So does it deal 3 and then we gain, which would put us at 10 HP and plus 3 armor? Or should we just revenge Ravaging Ghoul? Kills everything but the 3/1. Yeah, it would leave a 3/1 on the board, but then we use 2 resources. It's basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing. But it leaves a 3/1 instead of just a 1/1. But I don't really know how bash works. Because it says deal 3 damage first, gain 3 armor. Or do they both happen at the same time? Let's see what happens. Cool. So they happen in the order that we wanted them to. Hey, I see you rank 15, nice. Rank 15 is not nice, man. Normally, we're probably, most of the time around like rank 5 this early in the season. And then we just kind of like hammer it out to legend within like a week. We get to legend like 2 weeks. That's about how long it normally takes us. But work, man, it's just been absolutely devastating. Absolutely devastating. I wanted to hold Ravaging because of this right here. So, what do we care more about? Killing a Void Walker or killing one of the 1/1s? Because we can actually slam a 1/1 or we can slam a 1/3. And a 1/3 is more powerful in my opinion. So I guess we slam this. We draw another Revenge. But Ravaging Ghoul cleans up most of the board pretty well. So he's left with 2 power. So he needs 10 damage with 4 cards and 6 mana. So I suppose... I mean, even a Doomguard Power Overwhelming's not enough, and that's 6 mana exactly. So he would need like Doomguard, discard Fist of Draxus or some stuff like that. This guy can easily get executed. Or we can actually swing in Gore Howl, but that feels pretty bad. We know this guy has to die. If we revenge... And you know, it's this, no, we can't just revenge. I mean, Gore Howl feels pretty good, but it also is pretty bad. We don't have a Shield Slammer. I'd go Shield Block, Shield Slam, just swing, leave this guy alive. We could go on, we could just go with the Iron Forge and swing, but then I feel like it'll just go way too powerful, right? Like, that's just too much. Could go double execute, just execute. Well, we could go execute, swing, revenge, execute. But if he plays Doomguard, we're fucked. This is 4, so we would gain 6, 16, and then he has, I don't know, it's a lot of damage left over. Guess we just go for it. That's not a taunt. It's supposed to be a defensive card, man. If we can live 1 or 2 more turns, I think we'll have it. Because then we'll have enough mana and the ability to like be able to revenge and execute things down. But he may just have it here. I mean, this is 5. He has 8. 12. Soulfire. Exact lethal. Holy shit. What the fuck, guys? This is horrible. I don't even know what to play. Like, it doesn't seem to matter. Like, we're doing what I think we're supposed to be doing, but we're just getting devastated. Like, absolutely fucking annihilated. Like, there wasn't a single time in that game where I was like, yeah, we're doing all right. Guess everybody in Hearthstone's just simply a fucking pro now. Rogie. Alright. We have coins, so keeping blood really doesn't feel that bad because we can play him on 3 and he's a pretty annoying card for a rogue to get rid of, so I think I like it. I don't really like it when we get 2 of them, but I guess it's not too bad because we can coin on 3, into 4, into 5. Harrison Jones is going to be played on probably just his normal dagger. Nothing crazy. Rogues don't really have any, you know, they don't play, what is it called, Assassin's Blade or anything like that anymore. At one point, in Oil Rogue they did. Harrison Jonesing Assassin's Blade feels pretty good. Same with the Gore Howl. But drawing 2 cards he spends 2 mana on is pretty good as well. So we could have lived the last turn if we would have gone with the shield block, which would have been a safer play. And even I guess we made mistakes. We were playing with fire a little bit, not trying to gain as much armor, being greedy with the revenge and the executes. Like, we were just sitting on 2 executes and not doing anything with it. So I guess we can go coin Brave, because if we play the Alkalite, we're going to be at 4-7, which means technically he can swing 1, Fan of Knives, we draw, and we overdraw 1. So I guess coin Brave is fine. Not that he would swing 1, Fan of Knives. Oh yeah, he deadly poisoned, duh. So I guess we would have been fine. But I feel like a sap is going to hit the Brave. Rogues don't like taunts, especially low attack, high HP taunts. But if he saps it, then he's like wasting a sap on this and not like on a Sylvanas. Or like Hellscream would be a really dumb target. So we start off with the backstab and then the swing with the weapon. Pillager swings for 1, which makes it so we can't armor up Shield Slam. Maybe we should have held it, just played the Alkalite, but then he's swinging the Alkalite anyway and we only draw 1. I guess Shield Block, Shield Slam is an okay card. Or we could just go ahead and play the Brave, but that feels pretty bad. So I think the draw 1 and then the just kill this seems pretty decent. Oh my gosh. We also haven't drawn War Axe. Harrison would allow us to draw 1, but it dies to the Drake. The Brave dies to the Drake, but I think Harrison for 1, and it's also like a 3 attack, is pretty good. What's our turn 6? Probably a Brawl, based on his board. We go Alkalite, armor up. Oh yeah, I guess we go Alkalite, Shield Slam, but that feels pretty bad. So I think we'll just take the Harrison value. Playing the Brave just feels bad because then he builds up. He'll just sap it. Guaranteed he saps it at that point. He'll develop like a 3 or 4 drop, sap it, swing face for a good amount of damage. Fan of Knives for 3. Spell power is really kicking in. Having weapons early on is very important. This Gore Howl just sitting here feels pretty bad. There's our War Axe. Well, War Axing the Drake doesn't kill it. We don't have a Ravaging Ghoul to combo with it. We don't have a Revenge to combo with it. Like, we just have a very, very awkward kind of hand here. We play Bloodhoof armor up. Killing the Blood Mage really doesn't... I guess killing the Blood Mage would have been okay, because now his Evis does how much damage? Normally it'll do 6, so he actually can just develop a creature and Evis this without having to swing his weapon or anything into it. So maybe playing the War Axe instead of armoring up just to kill this style, but then he gets to draw, and him drawing's bad. What'd he just do? Coin for the combo? SI agent, swung Drake into it, so Baron looks pretty good next turn. Brawl looks pretty good. So if Brawl happens, we want the 1/1 or the 3/3 or the 4/2. The 6/6 is the worst one. But we're still at 30 HP, so either way, it's still okay. Alright, so Brawl. Want any of the, just as long as the 6/6 doesn't live, because then we can War Axe it down. Alright, so even though he still has initiative, I think this is okay. We're finally doing alright. No spells? Just the dagger up? That's not going to be enough, my friend. Alright, so Iron Forge, see what we get. So I guess it's Hero Power Shield Slam. I wish we would have had enough to maybe play Alkalite Shield Slam, but we didn't have the option. We also could have gone just Gore Howl, but then it overrides our War Axe. This develops a creature, keeps our War Axe. We don't need to Justicar anytime soon. There's the Sap. So I guess we could also go Baron, swing into the 4/4. Baron's a pretty annoying target for him to get rid of. Or we obviously could just go Gore Howl, armor up. Yeah. Okay, so we'll call it here, and I think next episode it'll be some deck. I don't fucking know what we're gonna play. Maybe some random rogue, maybe some more control warrior. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Of course, sorry this one didn't go so well, but that's, you know, that's card games sometimes. You just don't draw what you need to succeed. So as always, I'm Warshack, and happy whatever the hell day it is.